All right, so I wanted to show you guys what Mason and I did in the play area. So nonstop have been cleaning. The kids had e-learning yesterday, so as soon as he was done, which his was only like a half hour of him being in kindergarten, he helped me do this. All right, so the reason why we have been like cleaning nonstop is because we, since yesterday, have been in like a little cold advisory. So they canceled schools yesterday. They had e-learning, which, you know what, I like when the kids are home from school. It's absolutely fine. And then I forgot to tell you guys. So yesterday was super, super crazy. I did not even sit down till 10:30 at night. And it's so funny because the kids did not even have school yesterday. Like they were at home, but they didn't have like their normal activities and stuff. So so I wanted to show you guys what Mason and I did in the play area. So nonstop have been cleaning. The kids had e-learning yesterday, so as soon as he was done, which his was only like a half hour of him being in kindergarten, he helped me do this. So we went through all the Bluey toys, so we reorganized. We are missing a couple things, but it's not like the end of the world couple things. So the one thing we're missing is, I told him in here, we're missing the little fridge and the little fortune cookie platter, but everything else pretty much had. So I don't know, maybe if it's something like in the kitchen area, or if it's in, I'd not go through his monster trucks yet, and he has some things over here. All right, let me scoot over here. It's a little tight right now, but he's got all these little ones over here, so we're kind of missing like the slimy critters or smiley critters and Sonic and stuff. So this stuff, he said, was definitely in his monster trucks, but we have not done that yet. So back to over here. I'm not really worried about this. I'm gonna get through this as soon as I go through the kitchen. Right now I told them that they need to just chill out with playing in the play area until I finish this, and then obviously like they'll have a lot more room because this will all be gone and organized in the kitchen. But this is what I did for Bluey. So this whole top area is all Bluey. Okay. So over here, I put like all their, like, this is like extra Bluey Bingos, moms and dads, and so on. This over here is like all the extra toys, you know, if there's tables and chairs and ladder and all that kind of stuff is in there. School stuff is in here, car, and then this is like the go-to one of every character for them. I mean, it's so hard. Like, what do you do with all the extra Bluey? So we just put it in a box. So I put this stuff up here. We got the park and the beach house with their car, and then over here are some more cars. There is a spot right here because Mason did get the yellow truck. What is it? It's some kind of like, I don't know what kind of truck it is, like a construction truck, something like that, and I don't know why I'm blurring. So that's gonna go here. So I have 3 boxes that I need to open, but I'm like, you know, I took a break. So that's gonna go over here, and then the second thing he got was more like food and stuff. So I have like over here stuff for food from like the Pottery Barn. So I'm just gonna put it in another bag. What did I just hit? I'm just gonna put it in another bag and just put it in here because this is where like the food stuff is. This can go back a little bit more. And then the third thing is another like Super Mart type thing, which I have the Super Mart back there, so I'll just put it on top of that so that's all together. But over here I have like the beach stuff, the ice cream stuff, the pony stuff, and then obviously like the miscellaneous stuff like the mobile home, the school, and the tree house. So this is what Mason and I worked on. Not too bad. Right up here is an organized mess, we're gonna say. Monster High, miscellaneous, or no, this is Monster High. Because, oh, this is, I thought this was Claudine. Somebody's knocking upstairs. This is Ladybug, Monster High, Barbie that Bella has to go through, and some miscellaneous LOL. So she needs to go, as I bump in the back. Like I said, it's a little tight right now until I go ahead and do all this, but she needs to go through all these drawers to organize that, but at least like this stuff is all separated for her. And I'm just gonna, the best thing with her, and I told you guys when we were cleaning her room, is just taking one thing out at a time of a bag that she needs to organize, because otherwise she gets very overwhelmed and she goes through, you know, it faster. So obviously, like, what I want her to do over here is I want her to take all the clothes off, their Barbie or something else that it's not Ladybug and Cat and just organize this and have this, you know, set right here. And they'll probably just go into one of the 8 that I have down here. So this is so far what we have been doing with the play area. Hopefully I will get through this soon. This week, if you saw our weekly vlog, my goal was the kids' rooms, and I'm actually gonna go upstairs and show you guys, because I did not show you what we were doing because they were continuing it through this weekend. But it's just to organize their toys. So like I said, I'm not worried about this right now. I really want to get through their rooms so then they can go back to taking one thing at a time and not having like a complete mess like they have been. All right, so the reason why we have been like cleaning nonstop is because we, since yesterday, have been in like a little cold advisory. So they canceled schools yesterday. They had e-learning, which, you know what, I like when the kids are home from school. It's absolutely fine. This was Mason's first time e-learning, so he just had like a half-hour like circle time, and then me and him just worked on like some activities just to, you know, get him over, you know, done with whatever he needed to do. But he really didn't even need to do anything being in kindergarten. They didn't even give him an iPad. I remember when Bella was in kindergarten, we had the iPad. So he just helped me clean. So, you know, I'm like, perfect activity, you know, when it's freezing outside because you don't want to go anywhere, except we had to go places. And we just did that. So the kids e-learned yesterday, and I really didn't vlog because it has been seriously nonstop crazy. I'm like so like over and done with everything. I did that that one and done workout program for 2 weeks. And I'm just like, I asked for my money back. I don't even think it's worth it. I thought I was gonna lose a lot more than I did. And I didn't even lose any weight when I first started the first week. And then this week, when I was actually eating those, like the meals that I was showing you, I lost 2 pounds. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna do a different approach. I'll let you guys know how that goes. But, you know, I'm just like spent like that. And of course, we ordered pizza tonight. And I'm like, you know what? I'm having pizza. We're playing video games. I'm doing a puzzle. Well, the boys are playing video games. And I'm like, you know what? I've been so good that I'm just gonna do that. So, but yeah, like I said, that how me and Mason were cleaning. So everything in Mason's room is Mason's stuff. So we cleaned everything in here and moved all of Bella's stuff back in her room. So I'll show you guys that. It's not 100% done because I'm gonna have to do some more things, but I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna probably do it on Monday and then figure out another like project of the week, but Mason can handle his room. So the closet right over here is not done. But I went through all of Mason's clothes, pulled out everything that was small on him, and I started organizing the car stuff because he's got 2 sections in his closet where he's got car tracks, and he can't do the other one until Riley does her stuff, so she's got to work on that. So I will show you his room, and then I'll show you Bella's room. All right, so this hot mess over here is all of his small clothes and shoes. So I wanted to pull out everything before I went and folded everything. It's just easier for me. So I went through all his clothes. So now I have to go ahead and get another container, which obviously you like see the containers over there. And I will go through this, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it right now. I can do it a day when they're not at school. I want to do stuff with Mason that like can actually be done with him. Here is the car stuff that I was talking about. This is the stuff that has to go on the one side of the closet, but Riley has to move. Something fell back there to where our closet trolleys are now, they're taking over the whole thing. So there's something holding it back from me putting this track back in there. And then Mason kind of has to go through his car stuff again. He organized his tools. So all the tools are done. I have to go ahead and put the clothes in those, like I said. And these are, he did this himself. He pulled out everything in there and put it in these bags so then he can organize it again, which is fine, whatever. So, his bad. He wants to put like his Minecraft stuff up there of Legos that he, when he makes it, he wants to display it over there. So he's got to do that. So it's not too bad. overfilled amount of laundry because Riley had like 4 loads, so she's been overtaking the laundry, so I'm not getting a chance to do laundry yesterday for Mason and Bella. But they've got so, like, Bella has so many clothes. I don't need her to do her laundry weekly. I rather do it every like 2 weeks because that way she can go through all of her clothes. But Mason, I do need to do his laundry, so I'll probably end up doing it like on Monday because the weekend's been like nonstop crazy. We have to put his PlayStation 4 back up here because we got 5 for Christmas, so he's getting 4 in his room. So, but I need to organize this. So his room's not bad at all. He did a really good job, and I don't have to tell him, which is really, really nice. So, but yeah, so he's gonna do this probably sometime during the week. This is gonna be his project, and then hopefully his room will look a lot better. And then I forgot to tell you guys. So yesterday was super, super crazy. I did not even sit down till 10:30 at night. And it's so funny because the kids did not even have school yesterday. Like they were at home, but they didn't have like their normal activities and stuff. So we had Girl Scouts still. And the Girl Scouts were like, oh yeah, we'll still come over even though school was canceled. I was like, okay, fine. So we did that. And then Bella and Riley had ballet makeup classes. So I told you guys how our studio was closed because there was a huge issue there. So they were closed for like 2.5 weeks-ish. So they have to make up like 2 to 3 classes per class. So we just got the schedule, and of course like our Friday nights and like Sundays all day now are going to be overtaken with dance. So it just depends on what, you know, what day it is. So last night the girls had ballet, so it was like Bella was there for an hour, then came home. So it's like I dropped her off, came home, hung out for a half hour, went to go pick her up, came home, relaxed for an hour. Not even, it was like 45 minutes, and I had to take Riley for her hour back and forth, and I didn't get home. By the time I got home, it was like 10 o'clock. And I'm like, I still need to wash my face because I still have been doing good with that. My nighttime routine, if you guys have known me, I literally will just go to bed with my makeup on. And I'm like, I've been doing so good since the first of the year. I've literally washed my face every single day, which I'm probably gonna wash it as soon as I'm done here, even though it's only like 7 o'clock. I need to do it. We're not going out. I'm like spent for the night because I'm like, so it's been cold, it's been snowing. I just want to get like relax. But I did that, and I did my steps. Today I haven't hit my steps yet, so I've been doing this like workout program with steps, and that's been really good. So I did that, and then I relaxed at 10:30 and watched some General Hospital because I have not watched General Hospital all week. It's been that kind of a week. So it was crazy last night. Too crazy for me to even vlog that I didn't even remember to vlog like until this morning, and then I got sidetracked again until now. So, but I'm gonna show you Bella's room. All right, so first things first. So we got this section over here. It's not completely done. This stuff needs to be put away, their books, and I gotta get that back in there because I did take some toys out of hers. These are probably gonna stay up here, which is like her LOLs, her American Girl dolls, and her Magic Mixies, but we definitely need to go through those drawers. She just shoved stuff in there, but I'm like, you know what, for now it's fine because like you see, there's a baby bottle in there. That doesn't even belong in there. It's supposed to be frozen, but I think I might take the frozen dolls out and put that with the Barbies. So then she has an extra drawer of like maybe the little Magic Mixies, the Magic Pixies, and like the big dolls. But this is this over here. I took all of her costumes because she informed me that she's a big girl and she does not need to wear Disney princess costumes anymore. So I took all this out of her closet. Bella's clothes, I'm at that point where I started to take some clothes out of her closet that I thought were, you know, too small on her. Like, actually, I would just say probably pajamas. So with her, I'm going to have her like wear a pair of pants, a jeans, because I feel like she's in between sizes, and be like, okay, that's too small on you. It's got to be packed, or that's still okay. So that's what I'm going to have to do with her. Most likely her salon's going to go downstairs. We're going to, you know, at least a trash of garbage. I'm like trying to think. Okay, so this is what I did over here. This is not done. This needs to be organized, but it's fine. These are all her like summer shoes and winter stuff that obviously does not belong over there, but I just put that temporarily in all her Christmas pajamas because she just doesn't have enough room to put the Christmas pajamas in her drawer. Hopefully, you know, soon. She's got a lot of clothes, but I put all of her clothes over here that needs to be packed away. These like little warmers like keep ending up over here. But her closet's still, you know, in good condition. We put all of her baby stuff over here. And then I went through yesterday, like all of her American Girl doll stuff. So I reorganized all the clothes in here. All the shoes are like in a little drawer inside. And then all these are like the accessories. Like I do like ballet stuff on the top. And then I do like hats and purses and all that kind of stuff. And then we got all the dog stuff up here. And then over here, that was me. I did not put that away. But we have all the generation, no, not generation, the Disney dolls. Generation is mostly in here with the American Girl. I have everyone and then all mini, because mini like overtakes everything. And then this is all like accessories, like, you know, like food and hair stuff and so on. So this is good for now. We got to figure out what we're gonna do with the purses. So then we have this section over here. So I have a bag here because I did start organizing her desk, and I don't know why she put that stuff there, but the only thing I had there was the Bible and her little container right there. I have her desk like this. So I'm going to be going through all of these Magic Mixie containers and putting them in the bag because you can reuse them, and I want to see what you can reuse them for. Otherwise, I'm going to pick a couple and just chuck them. But that's why those are on her desk. Same thing with those right there. So this is something that I have to do. And see, we already started. Like, I literally already did like all of this organization, and she literally threw everything in here. See what happens, guys, when you have a kid that like doesn't like this is technically like a hair tie, not a bracelet. But anyways, she's got to get a jewelry box because we have some new stuff over here, and I'm still making, there we go. I don't know why, guys, I think I need a new camera. That's what I feel like. But yeah, so this was all gone. She actually e-learned, like you guys saw here yesterday, which was really, really nice. And she, you know, said she did all her work. So I just want to get this over and done with as soon as possible so then she can come back up here and work on her stuff. But not too bad. So I'm not as overwhelmed with their room like I was. But hopefully we will finish it this week. I hopefully will get through like their stuff Monday to where early spell is, where I'm done. And then heard something downstairs. Yeah, do her stuff Monday, get it over and done with, and then maybe fold Mason's clothes and pack that away, and then then do laundry and just be done with their stuff upstairs, and then I can move on to another project of the week. All right, we've been getting a lot of snow already. Of course, it has to be a day that we're like nonstop crazy right now, so this is so inconvenient with like getting cookies today. We were supposed to get them yesterday. They decided to cancel it because they didn't have enough volunteers, and I wish they would have just kept it yesterday because now we have to get all these cookies with the snow. And of course take all the kids to their activities this morning because everything's like extra today, except for Mason, who normally has hockey. All right, guys, I started making another puzzle, and I have to already put it back in the box because I'm literally missing a piece. So that's what it looks like. I'm so sad because it was so cute. That was Barkley going down the stairs. So literally took it out of the plastic, and there was no piece. So I'm sad. It was such a cute little puzzle. I mean, it's only from the dollar store, so not a big deal, but it was so cute. But what would you guys do? Would you go ahead and still make that puzzle even though there's a piece missing? I mean, it's the end, but still, I'm like, I don't really sad because Mason wanted me to frame this and put it in his room, but I'm like, whatever. So I'm just going to put it in the box. Maybe by some chance. I mean, it was just a, like, you know, I don't know. I'll find a piece, but I doubt it. But I'm thinking to myself, maybe some chance, you know, I don't know, I'm mad. I'm mad. Because I, like, wasted my time, like, separating all the colors and everything, and parts of me want to just build the puzzle, and then just, I don't know, maybe I'll build it and figure out something about the end, because like I said, it's literally just the end piece, but it's sad. I get, like, it's so sad when it's a brand new puzzle. Nobody was around me when I was doing this, and then to have a piece missing, it's just, I don't know. I don't want to say it's like incompletes me, but that's a bad joke. But yeah, so I got so mad last night. I'm like, you know what, forget it, I'm going to bed. And I did. I just did this and left it and went straight to bed.